Everything that I need as a kicker is in this bag.
So let me show you what's inside.
All right, first on the list, we've got my cleats. Now these are custom made Nike Phantom Low Elite 6s. These are my first pair of elite soccer cleats and I love them. I used to wear Academy cleats and they were great. They worked for kicking for the longest time, but I get a great feel with the ball in these. Now I do have another pair of cleats and these are the pair of cleats that I used to wear. And these are Nike Phantom Academy GXs, I think. And these used to be my kicking cleats. Now I'm just taking them up to college for like sprint work and stuff, so I don't tear up the other pair of cleats. Now as a kicker, I would highly recommend getting a pair of elite cleats. Elite cleats last for a long time and they just have an amazing feel on the ball with them. All right, next on the list are my footballs. First, I'm going to show you my juicer, and this right here, I've kicked so many PRs with, and it's got a cool little emblem on it too, if you can't see that. Shout out my mom, by the way, she put those on. It's actually pretty cool. It's got my name, first name and last name on them, and a little Bible verse. And all my footballs are leather Wilson GSTs, and I would highly recommend getting the GSTs, and at least get leather footballs. All high school kickers should get leather footballs because that's what you're going to be kicking in game with. And now my next football is still a GST, obviously, but I like this. It doesn't look very juiced, it doesn't look very broken in, but I promise you this thing flies off the foot just as well as the other one. And it's got another cool emblem. This next ball used to be my juicer, used to be my favorite football, but I think the bladder broke in this one, so I don't really have it pumped up. This one has another emblem, same thing. And you can tell how glossy this thing, you can tell this thing is broken in like crazy. Next one, I tried to mud this football and it didn't work out very well, but it's at least got a good dark tint on it. It's pretty cool. Doesn't fly as well off the foot, but I still have to kick with it. Now this leather football, I just put a crap ton of conditioner on it, and this thing is very soft off the foot, so it's definitely, the leather is definitely broken down on this one. So all right, for my last football, I call this the carrot because of how hard it is. It still needs some time to break in a little, but it's getting there, and I still, I don't mind kicking it. All right, next important item on the list is my kicking sticks. These I use for holding my footballs. These are really helpful if you are kicking alone, which I do most of my sessions alone. So if you were a high school kicker, definitely invest in a good pair. Some of these can cost up to like $30 to $50, but I would definitely invest in this over the janky Wilson one, the red Wilson one. All right, since we're talking about janky, I've got a few kickoff tees to talk about. The first being the Skills kickoff tee. I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. This is the worst kickoff tee ever made, besides the orange ones. This thing, you can't even like tilt the ball properly on it. It honestly kind of sucks. But then this leads me into the kickoff tees that I actually use. This is my main kickoff tee because it is newer. The grooves, it's not very smooth down, it's still very rigid, so it holds the ball properly. This one I use this all senior year, but this thing, the grooves definitely smooth over a little bit, if you can't see that. Voice crack. So I had to stop using it just because it smoothed over. Next item are some cones. These aren't as important having them in my kicking bag, but I still keep them around for drill work and when I'm doing some conditioning, so always important to keep those around. And in the same category of drill work, I have a tape roll. So when I'm trying to fix my plant spot, then I can put a piece of tape down and be like, oh, I need to get my foot past the tape so I can have better ball contact or better ball flight. All right, next on the list is a Wilson ball brush. and I just use it to get the scuffs off of the footballs, keep them shiny, like this one. Pretty shiny, right? Just makes them looking nice, and it just helps the longevity of the footballs. Now this is another very important item. I'm going to take this out the bag real quick. This is a automatic ball pump. This thing is so helpful, solely based on the fact that it gets to the right PSI. When it gets to 13 PSI, which is the PSI the balls need to be pumped up at, it stops immediately. So there's no over pumping the footballs, and I get it right every single time. Now this item is really important to have as a general athlete, especially when you're going into your workouts. And this is a Theragun, or massage gun, or whatever you want to call it. And this is so helpful for my muscles, just because there's some days where I'm sore and honestly I don't want to kick, but I still have to kick anyways. So it helps get some of that soreness out, and then I can have a decent kicking session for the day. All right, for my last two items, these aren't as important for me as a college guy, but I used these both in high school. I've got a 1-inch and a 1/2 inch. I was more of a 1/2 inch guy majority of the time in high school, just solely because it was the closest I could get off on the ground without being on the ground. And the reason I didn't want to go to the ground is because some fields, the grass was so tall that I couldn't get good ball contact, even if I tried, if I was kicking off the ground. But yeah, that is it. That wraps up the video for today. So I thank you guys for making it to the end. If you guys are interested in seeing more videos like this, check these two videos out over here. And if you like my channel, consider subscribing over here and maybe liking down below. But yeah, I'm FL Kicker, and I will see you guys next time.